I would love to see a team have to declare what level they're going to be at a certain point in the season, and I don't see this on here. Is this being discussed?
Nope.
I really think, and I will write it up if anybody would like to support it, to come out of our region, that by a certain date, and maybe it's later in the season so you could try your team out at regionals and see how you're doing, but you know, at a certain date you have to declare what level that team's going to be. I don't see any reason why you could be in a regional.
But if you, let's say you decide your team is a level 4 team, and we set the date as December 1st, so the rest of the year, that's not in stone, y'all, it's just me making stuff up. They've got to stay level 4. Well, all of a sudden, 8 kids quit. And it's the more the talented kids because they went to another gym or, you know, whatever. They play volleyball. Well, now you don't have a level 4 team anymore. And here it is, February 5th. Angela?
I think on any of these topics, we could all pick a what-if situation and think of 1,000 different ways that it would not work in some scenario, but perhaps, and I'm completely on board with this idea of declaring what level this team is. There will all be situations,
absolutely,
in sport and whatever, but you know, perhaps it needs to be included that there's some kind of appeals process that could go through along with that topic. But we could come up with them all day long, but I think overall we're here to kind of set new motions into play to make it better for the overall industry.
Remo?
Well, I was going to say, I think it's easier, you know, if I was, same scenario, if I was to lose 8 kids, it's easy for me to explain to my parents why we had a hard year when we were losing 8 kids, rather trying to explain to the parents why a level 5 team did so well as a level 3.
Right, right. Ooh.
So if the rules are there and something happens in your gym, everyone is going to understand why.
Right. You know. That's a good point. That's a real good point. Go ahead.
I have a question to add on to this. How much of a team has to change before you're a new team even? Say if you have to declare for a certain time, you lose 8 kids, you even call yourselves the same team, would there be that much of a difference between your team? Maybe there would be a, you know, I would say a loophole, and I hate to say loophole because then it might get abused, but how much does it take to get a new team, per se? You know, if you lose 8
so you're saying,
and that's half your team, you're no longer
8 of my kids quit. Now I'm just going to call this this team, just give the same team a different name and declare them a level 3 team for the year.
Tracking would be able to make sure that there's a certain percentage.
But if you track the athletes, I think it's still.
That's the only way you can do it.
How many percentage has to change before you're considered a new team, and then something we can track and to see what the number should be before you're no longer the same team.
I was just going to say, when you're writing that up, if you put in some sort of appeal process, maybe where you pay a fee to change the level, because I know like for some of our teams, they'll compete level 3 all season, but then at the end of the year, we'll let them go level 4 to some local competition, just so that they can maybe start working on, like they've been working their layouts all season or whatever, and so at that last local competition, we'll let them pump up.